golden wildfire. The hour of vengeance.
Oh boy, what is this all about? Ooh, fancy cutscene.
It's over. Oh, how I've waited for this day. The day that I kill you!
What the shit? Hey, I can't do that in battle. Actually, I guess maybe you can. That's the little shadow sliding thing, right?
Run away while you can.
Oh, now Shez is the one resisting, and Pilot runs away.
You're free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
Our two favorite mercenaries were supposed to be leading the charge. So where are they?
I'm trying to kill each other. Well, one's trying to kill the other. I knew Arvel had something going on.
It's strange that we haven't heard from them yet.
He was very insistent
I can't imagine
about
they'd fall
fighting
for a
Byleth.
ambush, but
We have a problem, Your Majesty. A group of mysterious mages has appeared just ahead. It looks like they're preparing to intercept us.
Mysterious mages?
Are we
Let's
dealing
kill 'em.
with those who slither in the dark again? What objective could they possibly be pursuing now?
Not a clue, but we should hurry. If it's a fight they want, we don't have much choice but to oblige them.
Your Majesty, I've spotted the mercenaries among the enemy force. And they appear to be fighting each other. I don't know the details, but it seems as though our commander attacked the Ashen Demon.
What? Don't tell me.
Have our fears come to pass? Was our friend truly part of those who slither in the dark all this time?
It's too soon to say for sure. We know the enemy is capable of both controlling and impersonating people.
He's right. Back at the academy, the person we thought was Tomas was really Solin all along. So for all we know, our friend could actually be somewhere else entirely.
Whatever the case, we have to keep going after Dimitri. That'll take us right through where the two of them were sighted. We'll drive off those fiends, try to grab our friend or whoever's impersonating them, and figure out what's going on afterwards. We can afford to do that, right?
we can't afford not to. It would be an unspeakable loss if we slew the alleged imposter, only to learn we had inadvertently killed our friend.
Then it's settled. We'll stop them and get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Oh, just straight into the next battle. Okay. Byleth's green unit. Shez is a yellow unit. That portrait looks nice. Alright. Let's go.
I will hunt you until my dying breath. Get back here!
We need to get over to them now. Things won't end well if we don't put a stop to this.
This Shez before Byleth is routed. Oh, Solon.
Destroy them all.
We cannot proceed unless we eliminate those mages.
Hello. Hades? Goodbye.
I'm not a child.
Hey, where's my explosions? There we go.
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter.
Who the heck is Bias?
Get you out of your misery, beasts.
Beat Bias. Hey, come on out of my Hades.
Come on, snap out of it.
Where are you? Get out of here.
I tire of playing with you ingrates.
Your base captain. Can I go in here? I want the chest. Okay, well, let's go over here. Reached Violet. Should I fight Shez?
It does not concern you.
What's going on? This isn't like you at all. Okay, I guess you're not in a listening mood either.
Defeat Shez. Okay. Give me someone. Who'd I grab? Shimir?
On my mark.
We won't be defeated. Out of my way.
217 damage.
Must move us away from all of these foolish distractions.
What the heck? Just warped with Violet? What the
some
shit?
kind of warping magic? They must have gone somewhere else.
This presents a problem.
Okay, let's head over there.
To pursue them while the rest of us fan out in case they warp again.
Why do you insist on interfering?
Okay, I'm here.
What a nuisance.
I have a Hades.
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
Teleported again.
Persistent words.
I'm gonna go get that chest.
Aw, they warped again? Come on.
That mercenaries. No, it cannot be.
What is it? I'm gonna take... And I'm gonna kill you. I don't know what I got.
No time to slow down.
Oh, hello.
More of this. We need to hurry or we're not gonna make it in time.
Come here, Hilda. Get him out of my way.
I will not permit this to
Get out of my way.
slip away.
Your Majesty, it seems Lady Edelgard is pursuing Dimitri through the mountains.
They're that close by? Well, we need to wrap this up and get over to them.
Way over there now?
You're still chasing me? You certainly are tenacious.
What is the Federation army doing? This is our chance to capture them.
Wait, they warped again? What the heck? Oh, Dimitri and Edelgard over there.
I could take a lesson from your persistence.
Here. You guys group up. I kill all of you. Okay, they're all dead. Here's Shez. Oh, they just teleport again? Oh, no, I'm hitting Shez. Okay. Yeah, take that damage. Nope, I hit the next damage threshold. Okay. Give me this. Break that.
I dislike ending things on a low note. As such, prepare to die.
More stuff's going on. They're over there now. Hilda.
Switching it up, huh?
Bonk. Bonk. How do I get in here? Oh, do I have to go to the other side? Nah, shiz. her on the other side.
Watch closely.
Missed him. Oh well. Let's go. Gotta zoom. I'll take that. Okay, they killed that dude. Alright, I'm zooming on over here.
Let us go together.
Special you.
On my mark.
Oh, did Violet die? Yeah, just shoot that at them. I've apparently lost the battle.
Out of my way. I never thought it would end like this.
Okay, checkpoint. Oh, they put me all the way back here?
This presents a problem. We need a group to pursue them while the rest of us fan out in case they warp again.
I have Shimir, okay.
Why do you insist on interfering?
Come here.
Let us go together.
Just gonna blast you.
We won't be defeated. Out of my way.
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected.
Okay.
Deploy the reserves.
Leave here, and we'll go over to the corner where the chest is. Kill those people real quick.
Persistent worms.
Aw, they warped again? Come on, child.
That mercenaries. No, it cannot be.
Okay, you die. Who else is here? Okay, die. Oh, hello, Stronghold Captain. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Give me that.
That was close.
I actually meant to turn my awakening off.
We'll have to take out the ones
There we go.
before us if we hope to enter the stronghold.
Open the chest. Give me the thing. Okay.
Hey, it's my turn. Can't take much more of this.
Send Lysithia
You can count on me.
over here.
I'll do. We need to hurry or we're not gonna make it in time.
Out of my way.
I'll not permit this chance to slip away.
Let's take it down at once.
Your Majesty, it seems Lady Ada is pursuing Dimitri through the mountains.
They're that close by? Then we need to wrap this up and get over to them.
They're still chasing me? You certainly are tenacious.
What is the Federation army doing? This is our chance to capture him.
Okay, then they appeared right here.
A lesson from your persistence.
Nuke 'em.
On my mark. We won't be defeated. Out of my way.
Bam. Okay, you not warping? No. There we go. They warped again. They're over there.
I dislike ending things on a low
Let's
note.
run over there.
As such, prepare to die.
Give me that. Okay.
Let us go together. On my mark.
Okay. Get out of my way.
We won't be defeated. Out of my way.
Die. Blast all these people. I think Shez is too far away. Oh well, just get all these people out of my way. There. Are we done?
I am undone.
Yeah, Shez is no match for Lysithea.
For now, let's arrest them and send them to the back. We'll be sure to question them later.
Purple Jar? I take.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
No, I'm glad you're all right. What was that about, anyway?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we got kills. Does battle end over here?
If I must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so.
Hurry up and open the gate. I have a minute for the S rank.
Let us go together. On my mark.
Die, Solon. Oh, defeat Solon.
Away this time. I hope you're ready.
And we're done. Better give me that item.
How could I allow myself to be bested by such a despicable beast as this one?
No, warped away again. Oh.
I need to
We're
get
following
this
him?
flesh underground.
Oh shit.
So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this, Solon. But without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean.
So Arval definitely knows them then.
Oh, great Zahras, veil of night fluttering in
Oh
the
no,
abyss.
that's the forbidden
By the
spell of
laws
Zahras.
creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
So, you've come here to strike me down yourself.
And these two.
I thought you a smarter foe than that, Edelgard.
Really? You think you'll win this fight? The upper hand is clearly mine in this moment. All I have to do is buy some time.
Well, she does have weapon triangle advantage.
So you say. Then I suppose I must test your resolve.
Is that Claude?
Not so fast, you two. I don't want to miss all the fun.
I wouldn't say no. So what do you want to do?
Oh.
This power, it's...
The forbidden spell of Zahras? That's rank. I am. MVP Lysithea.
It has been a long, long
Oh, what the
battle.
heck?
My race wavers at the brink of extinction.
Was that not Arval the whole time, but another one of his people, I guess?
And so it falls upon
What
me
is this?
to reclaim this world. That what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls. How desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity. But then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here.
Who the heck is you?
That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Golden Wildfire.
Into the chasm.
Into the chasm.
It's 2.6 all over again.
Where am I?
Stay where you are. It would be best if you refrained from bringing out any weapons as well.
Wait, Edelgard? Hold on. What are all three of you doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
Forbidden spell, Zahras?
That's the long and short of it. But isn't all of this your doing?
When we awoke, we found ourselves here, in this dark and ominous void.
Oh, we're in the chasm. Welcome to Genshin Impact.
Don't tell me you can't remember what happened. You suddenly transformed and started attacking your friends. Luckily, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But it wasn't long before you came to and escaped. I was told that you were acting like someone else entirely.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon.
Do they even know who Arval is?
I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head.
Oh yeah, there's the voice in my
We've known
head.
each other for a few years now.
That's about the reaction you'd expect.
Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
No, I was just gonna ask.
Because I don't feel them. At least not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
I don't mean for this to be an interrogation, but distant? From where? This story of yours is hardly convincing.
Well, you do seem to be your old self again. That, if nothing else, makes me want to believe what you're saying.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.
Zahras. Temporarily parted ways with everyone but Claude. No sign of an exit. I wonder if the others have found anything. Yeah, this is like the 2.7 Chasm storyline all over again. Nope.
Huh?
Is this the Fantastic Compass? What is this thing? Sensing some kind of weird power coming from it. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We need to use anything we can get our hands on. In Zahras, you can interact with mysterious distortions to make use of all facility functions. Oh. Okay. Music here is cool. Let's talk to Edelgard. What a terrible predicament we're in. I wonder what would happen if we never escaped. Claude isn't hiding anything from me, is he? I find it hard to trust him entirely. Give a sincere answer. He's not, I promise. Besides, trusting him is the only option you've got right now. Well, at the very least, I doubt he would betray you, since you are his close friend. For now, let us explore this area and see if we can find any clues. Blue's Clues? Seems like Dimitri and Claude are in the middle of some kind of discussion. Okay.
Dimitri, we need to talk. I'm just gonna come out and say it. After the war, I'm going to abolish the Central Church and depose the Archbishop. The people of Fodland have been shackled by this decrepit system for too long, and I'm ending it.
You're going to do away with the church?
That's right. Think about it. Who steals your freedom and gives you an endless list of duties and obligations simply because you have a crest? Who forces you and your friends into a bunch of unwanted marriages and positions of power? The church even forbids any official contact with outside regions. Not exactly great for Fargus, right? Being as close to Serang and Albinia as you are.
But to be clear, your quarrel is with the church, yes? Not with Fargus itself?
Exactly. We have nothing to gain by fighting you. And really, our enemy isn't the actual church so much as the people at the top who make all the decisions.
I understand where you're coming from, Claude. And on a personal level, I actually agree with you.
But as a king, you're opposed.
Yes, for 3 reasons. First, abolishing the church would deny the king's right to rule Fargus.
I mean, Claude rules Lester no problem. He'll be fine.
Without one, the people will descend into chaos and war. Would you be able to take responsibility for such a thing once it came to pass? Second, recklessly discarding the church will only incite discord among the clergy and its supporters. And finally, a revolution of this nature will not only mean casualties among the common folk, but will endanger your own life as well.
Leaving the first 2 for a second, I have some serious issues with that last one. I'm glad you're concerned for my safety, but I can take care of myself.
But don't you see? The people you wish to depose are human, just as you are. No matter what ingenious scheme you come up with, or how careful you try to be, they will suffer. And their vengeance will eventually find you, no matter how hard you try to stave it off. I know full well the guilt that accompanies such actions, and the retribution they provoke.
Everyone has to deal with the consequences of their decisions. If you let it rule you, Fodland never changes. And if it doesn't change, it'll just fall apart.
But not taking the time to look where you're going will only lead you to stumble and fall. And if there are those who would be hurt by this, I consider it my duty to help them.
You know, they're awfully lit up for how dark this place is.
There you go, trying to save everyone again. You really are too good for me.
To be honest, I'm jealous of how you're not burdened with the same restrictions.
In the world I'm trying to create, you wouldn't be burdened by them either. You could even... No, forget that. I'm serious about what I said, though. And I really do admire how you want to save everyone. Honestly, if you weren't a king, I think we could have been friends.
I feel much the same. Had I joined with you, I might have been able to see a different vision of Fodland.
Okay. I'll talk to Dimitri. It is strange to fight alongside those who would otherwise be my mortal enemies. However, we have no choice but to cooperate. I shall do what I can to help. So you're happy to be working together or regard him with suspicion? Now let's go with this one. It's actually nice having such a formidable foe on our side, even if it's temporary. Yes, we will have a truce until we can make our escape. So I'm at your service. I am quite skilled at anything requiring physical strength. I must return to my compatriots as soon as possible. Let us see what we can find around here. Oh, now they're talking. Let's just eavesdrop on them, I guess.
This isn't how I imagined Fodland's 3 most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. Even now that I'm the king of the Federation, it looks like I'm as unreliable as ever.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the 4 of us get out of here in one piece. what are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Federation, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Claude. Man, a real loss here. What do you think, Shez? Any flashes of inspiration about where we are? We're in the Chasm.
Well,
Genshin
I'm
Impact.
stumped.
I already told you. Actually, I have a feeling I already know the answer. Oh boy, things are not looking up. Tell him not to worry. Try not to worry. I'm sure we'll find a way out if we work together.
Oh boy.
Hope you're right, because even I don't know what to do here. I'm sure our friends are worried about our little disappearing act. We need to get back as soon as possible. On the bright side, we're trapped with the two most stubborn people on the planet. I'm sure we can get through this if we work together. And now, we eavesdrop. Or, oh, I guess those two aren't going to talk. I guess I'm just inspecting this. Now I can embark. Let's go.
Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void.
Is there even a way to go? Oh, hello.
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arval.
I have been searching for you, and look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arval, is it? Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desire to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zahras is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
I mean, Violet does it in the other game.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
Let's do it.
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arval, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? What are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval.
And what is your name?
My name is Epimenides. An ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I
Right.
chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
Eh, it's a bunch of nonsense. What the heck? Oh, we're fighting him? I thought it was just an illusion. Enemies defeated 1,000. What the heck?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be
Oh, I
stopped.
can beat the others.
And how far
Armor
are you
strike,
willing to
flickering
go?
flower,
Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
atrocity, parasaline. Whoa. Hubert to do and Hilda?
What? No. I'll take over. It must be a
Okay, I'm gonna go fight to do.
So, it's completely indistinguishable from the
Hey,
real
where
thing.
are you going?
This is vile sorcery indeed. The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow. You can't
Dude,
fool
stop
me.
dodging my blizzard.
If it were really you, you'd understand.
Dad, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
There, you blizzarded.
Majesty, why are you consorting with the enemy?
The heck is this?
He is right where you want him.
Oh, I got like a dark
No.
freaking arrow spike thing in my back.
The man I know would never raise a weapon at me.
Screams are so
Can it go away? It's rather distracting. Or maybe if I switch off of her.
Got it.
Pew pew pew. Die. Okay, it went away.
There. It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being walked away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Whoa.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
Oh, now we got evil clones of them.
I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own
You know, one has a blue health bar, one has a red health bar. Oop, that missed.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Why are you helping the Emperor, wretch? If you mourn your friends, avenge them. It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end.
Stop playing the kind soul. Everything you've ever wanted is before us, right for the taking. If you're really me, then you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck.
Okay, just finish him with this. Oh man, the claws are probably like super effective against each other. I mean that stuff.
Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
There we go. Kill yourself, Claude. Bam.
I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
I mean, you've done something like that before.
That's the last of the illusions.
would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Nope. Some place with fancy floor.
Oh, but you are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal.
Beat him. Okay. Good on kills. Let's go fight this guy.
There you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not Arval. And even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place. Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
Okay, that kind of hit him. Oh. Conjured a barrier. Oh. We have Chasm Byleth clones?
So even our mercenary friend gets affected. This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
Okay. How much did that do? Year and a half? Here, have another one. Now you're dead.
My attacks aren't getting through. What's going on?
None can stand before us.
What about our phantom mercenary friend? We know we can harm the illusions, right? Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you. Not often a gal gets to fight herself. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. Even thinks like me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, take you out. We done with the evil clones?
It seems I'm forced to do this myself.
Well, I got some
So be it.
durability.
Come at me if you dare.
There are no pots. Okay.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
You know, interesting that Ches still has the second sword. Didn't that come from Marvel?
How much more must I sacrifice?
I'll take that.
No, this isn't over.
Stage complete.
Be gone with you.
Whoa.
The cycle of this world must be protected.
Where did that moon come from?
You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. Show your power to me!
Oh, apparently Ches still has superpowers.
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
Well, he's not Arval. He already said his name was
You have grown more than I
Epiphanidius or
ever
whatever.
thought possible. And yet, I've never felt more alone.
Okay, that's the end. Oh, Bloot Gang. Why do you get that from this? There's no paralog with Marianne or something? No, you just get it here. Okay. Well, Isithia's gonna get an upgrade. Shez.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Huh, okay. We're just
Are you sure about
outside?
that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Are we?
Arval,
Oh,
or
there's Sky
Epimenides,
over
I
there.
suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory. An ironic one, as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
Yeah, this is kind of awkward.
I can't speak for Edelgard, but I'm not exactly itching to fight you. Whatever's in store for us, let's say we just call a truce for now.
I wouldn't have been able to return here had it not been for your assistance, as well as Claude's.
She says while looking just at Claude.
Letting you walk away may not be the soundest of tactics, but at this point I see no other option.
Agreed. Let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Right. I gotta admit, I never saw any of this coming.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
In that case, I will depart as well. I'm sure everyone must be quite concerned for me by now.
See you both on the other side of this war.
Yeah, Hubert's probably losing his mind.
Well, my friend, are you ready to get out of here? We still have one more enemy to deal with before all of this can end. Archbishop Rhea awaits.
Golden Wildfire. Field of Beginnings.
Field of Beginnings. So what do we do in this chapter?
The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Tailtean Plains.
Ah, of course,
where
the Tailtean
Saros
Plains.
and Nemesis battled long ago.
I wonder, will this be the final chapter?
It's not much further to
It
Kingdom
could be.
territory.
There could be more.
Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Tailtean Plains and make our way to Ferdiad.
The plains of Tailtean are the largest in all of Fargus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army changed course to travel west, and Edelgard went after them. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Fargus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
I think I get it. Dimitri is counting on Claude.
Temporarily rule the capital to dissolve the Central Church. Obviously, we were talking about the
Central
church.
is just a millstone around the kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church, and is therefore using us to bring about its demise? I have heard that the Central Church aided the kingdom when civil war broke out. Perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
But that's... No. I suppose this is the nature of war.
There's more to it than that. The Kingdom and the Church have a long history, full of reasons why the King can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blethid cut down the Adrestian Emperor of his day. In fact, their battle took place on the Tailteen Plains, which we're just about to cross. The church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blathid's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri wants the fledgling Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
You can count on it. And if they run off to Ferdiad, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's the spirit. You know, kid, you've really become someone we can depend on. And now, Your Majesty, we await your official order.
You got it, Judith. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
Okay, we have a normal chapter after all that craziness. Rejoined your allies. Can't hear Arval anymore. Oh well. Everything's coming to a head. I've got a feeling this next battle will be the final one. Well, I guess there you go. That's the game telling you this is the final chapter. Okay. How to give this Merc Whistle to someone while I still got a chance. Oh, they even give you extra dialogue if you haven't done that yet. That's a good point. I've been thinking about it this whole time, but thank you for the reminder, because I may have forgotten.
How's that?
Finally approaching the end of the war. You going to be okay, Shez? No, I'm not worried you'll attack one of our allies again. Really. That Arval being is gone now, right? Are you sure?
Right on.
I'll be fine. I can still fight. Well, I trust you. Just tell me immediately if anything feels off. Thanks to you, I had the chance to speak with Edelgard and Dimitri directly. What happens next is up to them. You've got our own fight to finish.
One step at a time.
We shall emerge victorious and usher in a new era. Might give the Merc Whistle to Claude, really. Okay, what support do I have? Shez? Oh, Shez and Violet A rank. Okay. Sure, let's get this after all that.
I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry.
This spot was probably locked until now.
I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Surprised Sothis didn't come out and like control Byleth, and they have like some crazy duel between possessed people with superpowers.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before. About some mysterious presence within me.
Did Byleth ask that? I thought it was Shez who asked that. Or maybe Shez was the one that said like, oh, do you ask because you have something similar?
That's right. Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
They did seem to be two separate entities. They spoke to each other. Not sure what happened to Arval. Did he like get absorbed into Epimenides? I forget how to say his name.
Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Epimenides, right. Epimenides. Anyways.
Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Does Sothis know?
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now.
Violet, ask the voice in your head if they know.
Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talk to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
There's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Claude and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arval and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arvel was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them. But they were making sure you weren't harmed.
That's nice.
Seriously, Arvel was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Zahras folks say, only the goddess knows, right?
I mean, speaking of, we could ask her.
But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.